What's going on with y'all, man? Welcome to the DZ Report. Don't you know I love haters? Love all you bastards. Yeah, so Stephanie White has a problem. Stephanie White is falling into that she don't know how to coach. Unless CeCe's out there, she don't know what to do offensively. And this is the part. I told y'all, Stephanie White wasn't running nothing last year on the offensive end. That was all Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonner. She's a defensive coach. She comes up with good schemes defensively, but as far as like offense, like she sucks. That's why I told y'all they were just running the same thing Chrissy Sides did. Because here's the issue. She didn't know how to use Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell, you should have been running the transition a lot with Kelsey Mitchell this game. Those guards cannot guard Kelsey Mitchell like that. But see, she left Kelsey Mitchell playing the same way that she had her playing when CeCe was there. This is the stuff I try to tell y'all don't even pay attention to. Aaliyah Boston got into foul trouble. If she wouldn't have got in foul trouble, she would have dominated down low. Aaliyah Boston is very hard to deal with. They had to keep switching. They kept switching different fours, different fives in. Like you had Kiki playing with Meg. Not Meg, but Big Mama Steph, excuse me. I don't know why I said Meg. I'm thinking of Gustafson for some reason. But Big Mama Dose, and you had her with her. Then you had her play with Aaliyah Edwards. Sometimes Aaliyah with Shakira. You know, so it was a different type of feel, different type of mismatching of what was going on. I didn't have an issue with that. Here's my issue. You couldn't get Kelsey Mitchell into a rhythm. DeWanna Bonner didn't really start getting into the game until late, which I did not like. You should have started DeWanna Bonner in the game. You started, and you could have left Lexi Hole. Why are you playing Sid? Sid just don't got it. She just don't. Sid is somebody you bring off the bench. You have her run like 10. You could have had her play like 10 to 12 minutes. Sometimes less than that. You have to have a rein on Sid. Like if Sid starts effing up, that's when you got to say, all right, I got to pull you out. Got to pull you out, put your butt on the bench. You sit right there. You can't play Sid damn near the whole game. You know, then she started realizing that when Sid was effing up. I told y'all, like her problem with what Stephanie White's problem is going to be is putting together an offense. Stephanie White's problem is putting together an offense that is susceptible to, how do I say, being able to, you know, to keep it moving, to keep everybody, keep the defense honest. The defense was like, Sydney did not even have to do anything. He just sat there like, well, whatever, I ain't got to do nothing. Like, he didn't have to call a timeout in certain situations. He didn't have to make adjustments. He didn't have to do nothing. You played right into his hand. You allowed for him to get into his defenses. You didn't even try to push the pace. You didn't. Kelsey Mitchell should have ran the point tonight. You could have had her pushing the pace. Then you could bring Sydney Johnson in whenever, like, not Sydney Johnson, that's the coach, but Sid, you could have brought Sid Colston in when Kelsey got her break. When Kelsey be like, all right, I'm ready to get back in the game. Oh, you ready? Hey, come out. Kelsey, get in. That's her problem. Stephanie White, that's her problem. Then they kept on showing Caitlin on the sideline. Like, Caitlin Clark is trying to coach defense, telling everybody she's trying to coach, saying that everybody got to play defense. Caitlin, when the hell you ever played defense? Seriously. When have you played defense? I'll wait. When have you played defense? You haven't played defense a day of your life. Since you came out your mama cooter, you ain't never played no goddamn defense. So I don't even know what the hell that was. So a lot of times, what y'all don't understand, this is what everybody doesn't understand. And this is what pisses me off. So she don't know how to adjust on the offense. Stephanie White's problem is her offensive abilities. Solid defensive coach, rotations, she don't understand. DeWanna Bonner should have started this game. What did Washington do? Washington didn't really do nothing. Washington just plays hard, and they got vets who just know how to play their position. Washington's not finna be a world beater for the whole season. They're just catching people off guard because people didn't realize how good Kiki was. Kiki should have been in Seattle. That's who Kiki should have gone to. Or Dallas. But, you know, it's Paige Beckers. Paige would have been better in Seattle. But I'm going to talk about the Sky game later. I got to get home to watch that. But listen. Stephanie White has to understand. I got to show that I'm a coach. Y'all CC fans, I'm disappointed in y'all. Y'all let this chick off the hook. Y'all should have been destroying this chick. Y'all were destroying Chrissy Size last year. And I told y'all, Chrissy Size did a good job. Yeah, I mean, she's not the best coach out there. I agree. But she put a game plan that incorporated your big three, which was CC, Kelsey, and AB. With CC out, you should have featured heavy AB. You should have featured heavy Kelsey. Now, when AB got in foul trouble, you should have moved that to Kelsey and DeWanna Bonner. You should have went to them doing their action. I don't understand. It's like, this is her problem in Connecticut. When AT wasn't on the floor, go watch those Connecticut games. Their offense became very stagnant. You know why it became stagnant? Because she don't know how to call a goddamn offense. If she don't have a player out there that's the floor general, the point guard, if she don't have somebody with a bright IQ, she's going to have trouble. This is why CeCe was getting in trouble in those games they lost, because she doesn't know how to adjust well. Unless you actually played the point like Alyssa Thomas and you're able to see what's going on and you know how to move the defense. See, Alyssa Thomas knew how to move the ball. She knew how to bring the ball up, move the ball, set the screen, bounce off the screen, get here. She knew how to set a pin down. She knew how to do all type of things. Caitlin doesn't know how to do that because Caitlin's not really a real point guard. She's really a two guard, but she can handle the ball. It's like James Harden, except the difference is James Harden got a bag. She don't. So if the transition isn't working or her shot's not falling, Indiana's going to look trash this year. They just are. People can get mad and hate, but it's the truth. Y'all ain't going to look that good. Y'all not going to look that good at all. And it's sad because, like I said, y'all better win the championship or I'm going in on y'all. Can y'all still win games? Absolutely. I told y'all, the teams that are below 5 and below, y'all going to be able to beat them. Like, if y'all play the Sparks, y'all will have a chance, or the Sky or whoever, y'all will be able to beat them. But everybody else, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. And that's just how Stephanie White is. Y'all cannot let Stephanie White get a pass. Y'all need to blast her like y'all did Chrissy Size. Y'all told me that Stephanie White is this guru at coach, and I told y'all she's not. But y'all hated on me. Y'all said HD just a hater. No, I'm not. I know basketball. And the problem is y'all should have had Kelsey Mitchell working the mid-range, or to the and DB working the mid-range as well. You should have been running a lot of action through them two. But y'all didn't, which was shocking. I'm like, why y'all not running no action between them two or AB? That's why I said the bum behind Indiana Fever, man. The Washington Mystics, they're cool, but they're going to go as far as if Slim stay healthy. If Slim stays healthy the whole season, I can see them in the playoffs, a high seed. Citron is balling. See, the thing that's messing teams up is Citron can get to the basket, shoot the three or the mid-range. She's a 3-level scorer. That's what's really opening the offense up, because she's a consistent 3-level scorer, and plus she could play defense. She could defend your best offensive player on the perimeter. So that's surprising. Kiki's dominating the post, doing what she do. I'll say after 15 or 20 games, I don't know if they'll still be in the same spot, because look, they might hit their rookie wall. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. We got to see. We got to wait and see. We just can't jump to conclusions and think, oh, they finna win it all. Nah, they ain't finna win it all. Trust me. Trust me. They're gonna play hard. Like I told y'all. Man, hold on. Man. I knew they ain't do it. Hold on real quick, y'all. So that's just how it's gonna be. Stephanie White has to realize, I don't have CC out here. I actually got to draw offenses up. It's not Connecticut. You not finna get bailed out. Alyssa Thomas can't bail Alyssa Thomas can't bail your butt out anymore. You got to actually coach now. That was terrible coaching. You do not play Sid that many damn minutes. You got Lexi pulling up from the mid-range. I'm like, dog, if you don't get Lexi off the ball and create action for her, man, you play terrible. That's what pissed me off. But it's cool. Look, this is just your first loss, but you got exposed. Sidney Johnson didn't even do nothing, really. He didn't do nothing. Now, defensively, I give you your props. You know your defense because you're a solid defensive coach. However, offensively, you should have had Kelsey and DeWanna Bonner running a lot of action through each other and through AB. When AB went out the game, that's when you run the action between DB and Kelsey. You ain't even know how to do that. You should have had Kelsey pulling up from the mid-range more or attacking the basket. You played that so terribly. This is why I told y'all, a lot of these W coaches, they ain't real coaches. They just got there because they knew somebody who knew somebody. Thank y'all for listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if y'all love what you hear, donate to the page. Go to the description box, hit that link to the Cashapp. Okay? Hit that link to the Cashapp to donate whatever your heart's desire. We'll be back on my channel next week. Right now, they tripping with my page. But we'll be back on there next week. I'ma holler at y'all. I'm out. Deezy.